Hello and welcome back to Caribounis at Home. Here we are again, and today we are looking at mindfulness cooking, which is sort of a little project of mine at the moment. So we might ask ourselves, what is mindfulness with cooking? Well, cooking is a really good way to relieve all those stresses and those strains, and also to have something that we're going to cook and enjoy and to look forward to is something great to sort of relax our mind and to put us into our sort of happy place. So that's what we're talking about. So when we're doing our mindfulness cooking, we need to set our sort of area up in a mindful way. So what I've got here is my sort of mindful cooking area, and you can see I've got lots of fresh herbs. So I've got these beautiful smells that are sort of making me sort of like think about the places where I'm going. So I've got some beautiful fresh mint. I've got, look at the colour here. So all this colour, all this smell, all these beautiful ingredients are going to start to relax my mind and make me feel sort of, you know, relaxed and happy and wanting to cook. Some people think of cooking as a chore. It's not. You get to do all these lovely things. There's things like chopping and stirring and mixing, and at the end of it you've got this reward of a beautiful dish. So today what we're going to do is look at this Scandinavian dish, and we're going to do some seared roots with some salmon on mine, and I've got some avocado. So as well as being mindfully cooked, it's mindful for our health as well. Healthy body, healthy mind, and you know, during lockdown, during this difficult time, we can all feel a lot happier. So I've given you a recipe on the along with the demonstration, but don't feel stuck to a recipe. That's not mindful cooking. Mindful cooking is picking the things that we like, the colours we like, the smells we like, and the tastes we like. So the first thing I'm going to do after setting up and sort of having a little smell of the ingredients to get that sort of, you know, mindful feeling going, is for this dish I've prepared myself some lovely fresh beetroot. Now, even more mindful, I grew this beetroot in the summer, and then throughout the summer we were able to sort of monitor it and look at it, and then I've picked it, and then I pickled it in this sort of vinegar with some fresh bay leaves out of my garden. Again, some bay leaves that I've grown, so really mindful. It's my ingredients, things that I've grown. Yeah, I'm just going to put that in there. We've always got a few little bits of potato kicking around, haven't we, that we've sort of got left over. So that's what these are. The recipe says, you know, you can buy some new potatoes, but these are just some potatoes I grew over the summer. Again, mindfulness, making it more mine. So I'm really enjoying this. This chopping motion is, you know, it's a really nice sort of way to relax. You don't have to do it fast. You can sort of feel the knife just running through those foods and handle it and touch it. I know for like hygiene and like, you know, if you're doing it in a professional kitchen, you wouldn't be touching the food too much. But as long as your hands are clean and your equipment's clean, you want to be feeling it and smelling it. Now, I started to use this low-fat spray oil because, again, part of mindfulness cooking is about feeling healthy. And there's some of my nice fresh herbs. Now, it's not mindful if you don't get your kitchen organised before you start, because that's when it starts to get fresh and get stressful. So I'm going to put some of my bay leaves in there just to make it really nice. That's when it starts to get stressful, when I can't find this and I can't find that. So with these fresh herbs, I usually just tuck a pair of scissors in the pot. I use paper rather than foil or cling film, because again, with this mindfulness cooking, we want to be thinking about our environment as well, and that's no damage to the environment. It's recyclable. Foil and cling film isn't. So again, during our sort of like happy cooking stage, we need to be thinking about that. So it's something really nice for my tea. This is. I'm really looking forward to eating it. So I've been cooking some of it, and those smells are starting to surround me now. So earlier on, I'd cooked myself some little brown lentils. If you haven't got brown lentils, some green ones will do, or some orange ones, or some yellow peas. You know, not be too fussed. So now everything's starting to come together. I always like to rip my lettuce because, again, it's nice to handle the ingredients and, you know, feel the sensation and pick it up and feel it, and you know, it sort of makes you feel nice and relaxed. So then I've got this beautiful avocado. And I'm just going to scoop this out, and this is a really nice thing to do. It feels really good, and you know, if you're feeling a bit stressed, this scooping motion, this running this spoon under there all the way around the skin and just scooping that avocado out, it's just quite relaxing really. Remember, cooking's all about relaxation. Just going to squirt that with a bit of lemon, because the lemon will stop it going brown. Also, you use a lot less salt, because lemon sort of brings out flavour like salt. We put salt on food purely to bring out the flavours, and lemon and fresh herbs do the same thing. So part of our mindful cooking is to eliminate unhealthiness as well. So there's my avocado. Got a little bit of coconut yoghurt there. This is all in the recipe. I've got my leaves. I've added this to my recipe, a little bit of smoked salmon, because I thought with the avocado and with the sort of, like, you know, the Scandinavian sort of feel of the dish, some fresh ripped salmon would be nice on there. And again, it's got that beautiful feel and smell to it. So, you know, by now I'm starting to feel really relaxed. I've just been doing several hours marking, so I wasn't feeling too relaxed. But now I'm cooking and I'm starting to sort of touch the ingredients and smell things and look at this, and I'm looking forward to eating this in a few minutes. I'm starting to feel, you know, relaxed and quite excited about this beautiful food. And like, you know, you can do this together. Cooking's not all about just sort of working on things on your own. This is our sort of beetroot and potato. I mean, smells beautiful. So it's about sharing it. You know, you can get together if you've got like a big breakfast bar, 2 or 3. You can get round and make this together. You know, you can all add your own bits to it, or you can get all your stuff out and people can come along and make up their own little salad. So whoever said cooking was stressful, no, cooking's just so relaxing. Okay, so I'm just got my nice fresh plate there. I have warmed my plates. Bit of the sort of thing you do a warmer plate when I'm putting salad leaves on, but I've only very sort of briefly warmed it. And then I've got all my beautiful ingredients. So now I get to the bit that I enjoy the most, putting it on the plate. So, this is where you start thinking, you become a bit of an artist really. We all like painting and drawing. That's sort of a stress relieving thing, a mindful thing as well. So, you know, it's quite mindful to do these sketches and colourings. Well, when you've got all these beautiful colours and this food, this is a bit like a mindful thing, a bit of a mindful colouring book now. So I'm going to be putting these ingredients on the plate in a sort of mindful way. So there's our lentils. Those are all neat, nicely seasoned up. And now a nice little bit of garlic and some thyme, some of these beautiful fresh herbs there. It mentions dill to the recipe, but unfortunately there's not a lot of dill around at the moment. It's quite difficult to get. As I said, never be afraid to replace and change things, and you don't have to put yours on the plate like I'm putting mine. You know, this is the art bit, this is the drawing, the colouring. This is where our mindful cooking comes in. So we've got our avocado. Look how the sort of colours are starting to build up there now. Got my lentils, got my avocado, got some beautiful salmon there that I'm just going to rip. This feels, you know, it is really nice to be touching this and just looking at the way it's sort of building up like a little picture on the plate. Some people might like to drizzle the yoghurt over, but I think it's nice just to put it in there. It's just, don't know how that's got in there, but in a mindful way it's not in there anymore. I've got my little salad leaves here. Sort of build them up right round the plate, or you know, we can put them in the centre here and make it sort of come up. So, you know, we can really make our dish really attractive. And by now it's sort of, you know, starting to come together. And there we are. Now I've got the best bit to look forward to, because now, after all my relaxing work and I've had a really nice time cooking this, I get to do the best bit, which is to look at the food that I've produced. Make sure I put everything on there. And here I have my sort of Scandinavian dish of green lentils, avocado, roasted roots. So I've got some beetroot and some potato. Could put a bit of carrot in there and that if I wanted to, and a little coconut yoghurt. And that's, you know, a really healthy sort of mindful dish to cook. So hopefully you'll have a little try, and absolutely delicious. And that is the best bit when you come to the end and you get to taste it. So thank you for listening, and we'll look forward to our next mindful recipe in a few weeks.